Welcome back guys. In this class we are going to study about control statements, like what are control statements and what are their purpose in any coding language. So control statements in Python are used to control the order of execution of program based on the values and logics. So control statements are basically used to control the order of the programs, and it is basically based on the values or the given conditions or logics, as we have discussed in the loops or and in if else. So Python provide us with three types of control statements. Number one is continue statement, number two break statement, number three is pass statements. So now let's move on and discuss each of the statement one by one individually. So what is continue statement? When the program encounters a continue statement, it will skip the statements which are present after the continue statement inside the loop and proceed with the next iteration. So what does it mean? It means that and then it will continue and then it will proceed with the next iterations. So it will skip that part of line. So if you want to skip any line in the program, so you just type continue and that line will be skipped. So let's do this on our code editor and that will make your concept clear. Okay guys, so this is the code editor and I'm doing an example for the continue statement. So if right now I'm using here a for loop and I am declaring here a variable called as char, or that stands for character, and in using this parenthesis, and I'm using here these single quotes and I'm typing here Python, right? And I just want to print each character individually, right? So for that I am just giving here a condition for the continue statement. If this character equals to this y, if the character come over y, or if this iteration happens, what it should do, it should just continue. It should just continue the statement. And now print char. That's it. So let's run this and I will explain let's run this first and then I will explain it to you again. So as you can see here, this is our final output. We have P, then we have the Y is missing over here because it has skipped the Y, it has skipped this character and then proceed the next iterations. So it has just skipped this Y. So whenever you want to skip any character or anything from a program, you just type here continue and it will be skipped easily. This is the basic purpose or the function of continue statement in Python language. So now let's move on, and you can do this for the integer as well. Let's say if I change this program to I and just specify here the range, and I am giving here 1 to 10 and just change this condition to 5 and change the variable name, which is I, and change here also. So we can also do this for integers. So now let's run this. And the same output, you will get the same output. Sorry, I missed here. I have to mention here range. And now it will run. Coding is the matter of concentration and focus. So let me show you the final output. So the 5 is missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I have given the condition like I is equals to 5, then continue. So it has skipped the 5 and then it continued the iterations. So this is how we can use the continue statement. So now let's move on to the other statements, which is, so next statement is break statement. The break statement is used to terminate the loop containing it. Like any loop which is containing the break statement, it will break that loop which means that when the loop encounters the break statement at the same point, it will break the loop. So the control of the program will come out of the loop. So this is the function of break statement. It will just terminate the loop and the control will come out of the program. So this is the example. So let's do this example. Uh, just change this from continue to break, right? Sorry, use here small letters, break. And let's run this and see the final output. Okay, so where is the final output? So this is the final output 1, 2, 3, 4, and when it encounters the break statement at 5. So it has encountered the break statement at the number 5 or integer 5. So it has terminated the loop. So it prints till the number 4. And after that it encounters the break statement. So then it immediately terminate the loop. The control then move out of the loop. So this is the function of break statement. You can do the same thing with strings and characters. So now let's move on and see the final type of the control statement, which is pass statement. So what is pass statement? Pass statement in Python is a null operation, which is used when statement is required syntactically. Like when you have nothing to write, when you have to code for something that you haven't coded yet, then you simply type here the pass statement. It sometimes it works as a placeholder for any method or for any for loop or while loop. So a pass statement is nothing but a placeholder, and it sometimes act as a null operation, and it is required when the statement is required syntactically. So let's do this example, and it is also very easy. Just type here pass. This is the condition, and I want to type something that print here, sorry, the current value of I, and then comma, and then print here I, and then type here I. So let's run this. It is simply printing the loop as it is. Like it is not skipping any value, it is not terminating the loop, it is just acting as a null operation or null function. So you can see here this is the final output, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As I have told you before, like the stop of the range is exclusive. Like this is 10 is the stop of the range, 1 is the start of the range, so 10 is exclusive as we have discussed in for loop. So, and this is the print statement, current value of I is 9. So these were the control statements. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture and learned something. So see you in the next lecture.